Welcome back. Mozart Festival kicking off in Kamloops this coming Saturday. Joining us on the show to talk about it, we have Bruce Dunn with the KSO, and playing the flute regularly for KSO, Heather Beattie and Joy Ye, guest musician out of Vancouver, playing the harp for us. Welcome to the show, ladies, and welcome, Bruce.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a week-long celebration of Mozart. Tell us about that.
Well, Mozart was the first person probably that had a festival built around his name and his accomplishments. And he's still the most successful. Beethoven works pretty well, but other than that, Mozart's the king of festivals. So there's so much variety in his music that you can fill up probably a month if you wanted, and having every possible kind of music there is, except maybe jazz. Not so much.
Symphonies, concertos, chamber music.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Choral stuff, operas, just no end. So we're doing it all.
Okay. And are there several performances taking place in Kamloops over the course of the week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the one with the flute and harp concerto on Saturday. Sunday, there's an octet, which is 2 oboes, 2 clarinets, 2 bassoons, and 2 French horns, playing some music by Mozart. There's also, in the middle of the week, there's a movie called Mozart's Sister, Nannerl. It's reimagined, I think, but she was also a prodigy, as her brother was. Right. But she was a girl, so she wasn't allowed to.
She got way less attention,
That's right.
I'd say.
That's right.
What was her name again?
Well, Nannerl was what they call it, N-A-N-N-E-R-L.
Yeah, interesting.
Maria, I think, something like that. There's a couple of chamber music things with string quartet. There's string quartet and flute with Heather, string quartet and clarinet. There's an opera gala, arias, duets, trios, with the 4 soloists that are singing with us for the Coronation Mass next Saturday. And after the movie, actually, if you felt like going down to the Red Collar Brewery, you could hear a bit of chamber music and get 15% off a, was it Maybach? I think it's an Austrian.
Fantastic.
That they made specially. And it's very tasty.
Yes, I'm sure it is. That's never a bad little deal to have.
No.
Let's talk a little bit to the musicians that are involved in this. We have Heather Beattie again, who's playing the flute. You play with the KSO regularly.
Yes,
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Flute is a beautiful instrument.
Thank you so much.
How long have you been playing?
I started when I was 5, but I started with a flute that had a curved head joint, so it fit me a little bit better because this is bigger. And then, yeah, I proceeded to make it into a career. So, yeah, it's been a great life so far being a musician.
That's awesome. And do you like the whole Mozart playing? This is lovely for you?
Yeah, actually, Joy and I met when I was in grade 12.
Oh.
And she was in her 2nd year of university. And we played the Mozart Flute and Harp Concerto with the VSO. And that was such a wonderful... We played the first movement. So it's kind of a little bit of a homecoming for us, playing this again. And it's wonderful to be able to have it as a part of the Mozart Festival. So
that's so great that you guys get to play together again. Joy, you're here from Vancouver. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Joy rented a minivan to get her harp out of Vancouver and into Kamloops. I'm sure this is something you're used to doing. But first of all, the harp is just a beautiful and romantic piece of equipment, isn't it?
It is.
And you've always played it?
Yes, since I was 4 years old.
4 years old. And how does it work, like piano? Like what key is it in? How does that work? Is it the same notes as piano?
It works almost exactly like piano, but except having the black keys on the keyboard, we use our pedals.
Right.
So it is a little bit more complicated because while we move our fingers, our feet are moving crazily as well.
Would you say it's one of the hardest instruments to learn?
Yes.
Why?
Just because going right hand and left hand playing the same time and with feet. We have 7 paddles down there.
It seems complicated, but the music that comes off of a harp I just think is absolutely gorgeous and accompanied by the flute. So we're going to get a sneak preview from you guys as to what you're going to be playing on Saturday.
Yes.
What is it called?
So we will be playing the cadenza from the 3rd movement. There's 3 movements in our concerto, and this is the final piece of music that we get to play in our performance. So it's kind of like the most celebratory and very, technical. So we're here to show that to you.
All right, we'd love to hear it. is beautiful. Would you mind coming to my house and singing me to sleep tonight, performing for me? No, really, it's gorgeous. And it's such a beautiful combination of instruments, truly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Does it feel like a natural return to play with one another again?
It does.
Yes,
Yeah.
it brought back a lot of great memories. Yeah.
That's great.
And it's been 10 plus years,
Yes.
so we've both improved, and
Sure.
it's just such a great celebration
Yeah.
for our journey in music.
I have to say thank you so much for giving us that little sample, because it's very enticing for people to hear that at home and know that they could come and listen to this on Saturday night. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And this is just one performance, Bruce. Of course, as you mentioned, all week long there are several things going on. This one taking place at the Sagebrush, as I said, on April 30th, this coming Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, it's just, you don't have to come to all things. You don't have to do anything, but pick and choose, and you can enjoy a lot of stuff, because the one thing about Mozart is it always makes you comfortable. There's always good melodies, and there's always nice little touches of humor built in.
Bruce, Heather, and Joy, thank you all for being here today.
You're welcome.
Very welcome. KamloopsLive.ca is where you can go to get tickets. This performance, as I mentioned, Saturday night, but things going on all week, all things Mozart. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.